The year started getting better. It had more bright spots at the end, but I'll be honest with you, the way the past year and a half it went, I was glad the season was over and ready to start a new and fresh. This week was a big week for her. She had her last chemo treatment on Monday, and things are really, looking good. She's doing great, feeling great, and hopefully this is the start of returning back to normal for both of us. So it's been a long journey. She's been just incredible through the whole thing. She's a special individual, and proud of her for what she's done, and couldn't ask for it to really go on any better. So happy that she's doing good, and we can move on with our lives.
I tried to always like every type of track that we go to, whether it be speedways, short tracks, and it's paid off. So I'm ready to get to Daytona, and as far as throughout the year, I'm really excited. I'm back with Gil, and we've made some changes within the team. We've got a young team ready to go and fight hard for this year, and just looking forward to that opportunity. I think the experience that we gained last year, finishing a lot of races, we were able to do that, and that was big for our team. So hopefully this year we can capitalize on what we learned, and you'll see us up front more.
We feel that we've really stepped up to the plate. We've hired a lot of new people, put a lot of new people in place, stepped up a lot of the technology and bought the right components to put us, we plan on being in a championship run again next year. I was at Daytona for Daytona Rising, and for the press that hasn't been there, you're going to be blown away. That is unbelievable where they're going to set our sport for the next 50 years, what they've done to that stadium. We're calling it a stadium because that's what it looks like when you get there. We're going to have further announcements coming for two of our other development drivers. For the Cup is going to be Ty Dillon and Brian Scott both. We're working some programs to get them involved in some Cup racing next year, and those announcements should be coming in the next week.
Wasn't exactly what we planned. We weren't in the chase, and that's unacceptable. We obviously want to be in the chase, and we expected to be there last year. We expect to be there this year.
After winning the Daytona 500, each year that I've been back to Daytona for that race, someone in the media has told me that there's only two other guys that have won both of the races, and it was Mario Andretti and AJ Foyt. And so this year, when it came down to 2 or 3 hours to go, I actually went up and stood on the side of the pit box, and I realized that it could happen this year.
Having the time of my life right now, a lot of cool things going on, and the Rolex 24 is just the latest cool thing that's happened. So hopefully 2015 has goes a lot better than last year even did for me. I'd like to get a couple wins and definitely make the chase and go for a championship. I think we could do that.
You never know what when that day comes, how you're going to be affected by it, and it definitely so I feel like I'm the type of person that I keep a lot of things inside until that moment hits me, and we've probably seen that in the past of me, whether it's giving a speech at the banquet for a championship or a big win, and this one, oh my gosh, I was overwhelmed that day that came. I thought, oh, no problem, I'm going to go and tell the team and tell the media, and oh, this is going to be a nice easy day. Well, it was anything but. I'm just so thankful to Rick. He gave me a chance, as a young kid, to be a part of this organization, and to know that I've only driven for him throughout my whole career, and the success that we've had together, and the friendship, partnership, a lot of great moments, and I just couldn't be more thankful. But I'm also, I'm very proud and of what I've accomplished, but I'm also really excited about that next step in life and things that are ahead. So I'm really looking forward to just enjoying the heck out of this year, every moment of it, and hopefully that includes winning races and battling for the championship. Rick and I have been talking about this for years, and as he mentioned, he was, pressuring me to stay longer. And this past summer, I finally, we sat down and I said, this is it. And he said, "You sure? You're sure?" And I said, "I'm sure." And so then we got, the season ended. I told Alan Gustafson, it was probably one of the first people that I told. And he kind of knew it was coming too, and so we talked a lot about when to announce, and Rick was involved in it every step of the way of those conversations, and I didn't know exactly how to go about it, but we finally made a decision. It was really just after Christmas that we were going to do it then, and it was, well, do we do it before the media tour? Do we do it after the media tour? Before Daytona? After Daytona? It happened in a hurry, so it was kind of easy to keep quiet because it happened so fast. The decision was already made that this is going to be my last year. It just wasn't made of when we would tell the public.
This year is quite a bit different, and I'm excited about it. But the first thing I'd like to do is I just want to thank Jeff publicly for all that he's done for me personally, for NASCAR, for Hendrick Motorsports. We all owe him so much. I mean, all of the drivers that have come into the sport that weren't born in the Southeast, that didn't drive late model cars, especially the guys from Open Wheel, have to thank Jeff for what he's done. He has been like a member of my family, and I hated to even think about this day would ever come. And I'm a pretty good car salesman, and I talked him into a couple of extra years anyway, but I ran out of lines, and it had to come to be. But he is what he's meant to me, what he's meant to the sport. I just want to take this opportunity to all of you to say I can't put into words what the guy means to me and has meant to me and to my company and the sport. He's just such a fine young man, and I've been so impressed with what he did last year in the nationwide car, and winning the championship in his rookie year. And we've all talked about it, Jeff. Every guy on the stage recognized his talent, and that one day he was going to be ready.
I think the biggest thing is not losing track of this season and realizing 2016 is a long ways off, and knowing that you got to make sure your priorities stay straight. Running for an Xfinity Series championship with these 5 Cup races thrown in the mix throughout this season with Napa on board everything this year. So really looking forward to that, and just trying to make the most of this season and learn, and just kind of realizing that the job that I've done, you got to step that up and know that it's got to be better to compete at that next level. I don't look at it as me trying to fill somebody's shoes or me trying to replace Jeff Gordon, because I don't think you're ever going to replace Jeff Gordon in any way that you can. So I think that's the best way to look at it for me. And the best thing I can do is go and try to be myself, and just try to do the best job that I can behind the wheel. And that's really all you can ask for. So like I said, Jeff Gordon's Jeff Gordon, and we'll have all the respect in the world for him, but I have to go and just try to do my job.
Jeff, Rick spoke about this a minute ago, the contributions that Jeff has made to our sport. I echo all of those, and then also want to add to that, a big thank you and a debt of gratitude that I owe to him for paying attention to me when I went by you or tried to pass you out of control in Michigan years ago to try to get the job. So it's been a great relationship to work at Hendrick Motorsports for all of these years. Really means a lot to me to be a part of this family. The championship seems so far away that, I had a shot at it last year, and that opportunity came and went. So it hasn't even been on my mind. The way we finished up the 14 season is not one that I'm happy with, or the 48 is happy with, and we've worked hard all season to make some great changes and be where we need to next year. And to be honest, this week today really is about Jeff Gordon and then the introduction of Chase to the 24. So I've got no issues with it.
Looking forward to the season. It's coming quick, and to have Keith Rodden back, on the 5 team, I worked with him for years. I think the first time he was my engineer was 2004, and so we've worked together for a long time. We've had a great relationship. We're friends, and he did a nice job last year. Learned a lot from the crew chief side, and also everything he's learned from Kenny in the past. So it was exciting, to know that we're getting back together with Keith and working with him full time again. And I think he brings a lot to the 5 team, and it's going to be neat to get started with.
We're really excited about working with Greg next year. He's got a bright future, and I'm glad that I'm going to be a part of that ride. And hopefully we can hit the ground running. I think that he's a details guy, and I've been having a lot of fun talking to him all off season about all the little things he's concerned with, and it's just real refreshing to have some new ideas to come to the table. I think he'll help me and Jimmy both with some fresh ideas.